Folks, in my 20 years in the league, I've never seen anything like this. What's happening right now is beyond shocking, beyond even the craziest rumors I've heard in all my time pounding the pavement, studying film, and talking to the insiders. If you think the NFL is predictable, think again. Because right now, a seismic shift is unfolding right under our noses, and it's about to rock the Cleveland Browns organization to its core. Trust me when I tell you, what I'm about to reveal could be the biggest trade bombshell of the entire 2026 offseason. But here's the truth. Even I don't have all the pieces yet, and that's what makes this so explosive. This isn't just speculation. It's a carefully curated insider scoop built on sources I trust, whispers I've heard from league executives, and a pattern of moves that points in one particular direction. Something incredible is happening, and I guarantee you, what's coming is still secret, but it's closer than ever to exploding onto the scene. I've been through the fire in this league, I've seen talent evaluations, I've watched draft days, and I've seen teams make bold moves that changed history. But this could be a game changer. It could redefine what we think is possible in today's NFL. And the biggest question looming, who's involved? Who's driving this? And what's the end game? Stay tuned, because the truth is out there and it's waiting to be uncovered. But listen, if you want the full story, the details, the inside info that most media outlets can't even dream of, you need to do one thing right now. Smash that subscribe button, hit the like, and turn on those notifications, because I'll be dropping every single piece of this puzzle as it unfolds. This isn't just another rumor, it's a story that's going to shake the NFL to its foundations, and you don't want to miss what's coming. Only the true insiders are paying close attention. Are you one of them? Then buckle up, because I've got a story that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Now, let's build the scene. Imagine a clandestine meeting in the depths of NFL headquarters, where whispers ripple through the corridors of power. A secret agenda crafted behind closed doors, a plan so bold, so unprecedented, that it could only be executed with precise timing, unwavering confidence, and an eye on the future. That future involves a name that's been making waves all season: Xavier Worthy. The Cleveland Browns, under new head coach Todd Monken, are about to enter a new era, one built around a strategic masterstroke that could change everything. Let's peel back the layers and see how we got here, because this move isn't just about a player. It's about a strategic overhaul, a reset of the franchise's identity, and an audacious gamble that could define the next decade. Part 1, Scoutess Teaser. All my years in the league, I've seen a lot of trades. Big ones, small ones, some that shook the league. But what I'm hearing right now, it blows everything else out of the water. I've got sources telling me about a clandestine plan, a trade so massive it could change the entire landscape of the AFC, and it involves none other than Xavier Worthy. That's right, the same explosive playmaker who's been lighting up the Chiefs' offense in his third season. But here's the kicker, it's not just about the player. It's about what this deal signals. It's about a franchise willing to go all in to make a historic move that says, we're here to dominate. We're not just playing for the playoffs, we're playing to win it all. This is a story of strategy, of hidden agendas, of secrets buried in league-back channels. A story that could rewrite the entire NFL narrative, and I've got the inside scoop that most of you won't hear anywhere else. But be warned, what's coming is nothing short of revolutionary. Stay with me, because I'm about to pull back the curtain on a trade that might just become the blueprint for NFL teams in the years to come. The real question is, are you ready to see what's behind the curtain? Part 2, Team Needs Breakdown. Let's get brutally honest about Cleveland. The Browns, under Todd Monken, are in a unique position. They're transitioning from a defensive-minded team into an offense that's supposed to strike with precision and explosive talent, especially at the receiver position. They've got a solid run game, and their offensive line has improved considerably. But in today's NFL, that's not enough. They need a star, a difference maker, someone who can stretch defenses vertically, make the impossible catches, and change games in an instant. That's where the gap lies, folks. If you watch film from last season, it's clear. Cleveland's passing attack has been decent but not elite. Their best receiver, Donovan Peoples-Jones, is good but not a true game breaker. David Njoku is a safety valve, but he's more of a tight end line of scrimmage threat than a true outside receiver. The real missing link? A dynamic, game-changing WR who can take the top off defenses and command double coverage. And that's exactly why the Browns have been hunting for the unicorn, a receiver who can be their deep threat, their separator, their ultimate playmaker. The analytics scream the same story. Cleveland's passing efficiency ranked mid-tier, with DVOA ratings in the bottom half among top teams. Their yards per attempt hovered around 6.8, which is good but not great. They lack that vertical threat that forces defenses to respect every route. They're sorely missing a receiver like Xavier Worthy, a player who can change the calculus on every play. The perfect solution is out there, and the Browns are eyeing it with laser focus. But why Worthy? Because his ability to run crisp routes, get past cornerbacks, and unleash that record-breaking 4.21-second 40-yard dash at the combine makes him the ideal piece to elevate Cleveland's offense instantly. Think about it. Monken's offense thrives on big plays, misdirection, and getting the ball into the hands of playmakers in space. Worthy's speed alone is enough to turn any route into a potential house call. He's the kind of player that defenses simply cannot contain if unleashed properly. Part 3, the reveal plus film breakdown now. This is where it gets really interesting. Xavier Worthy isn't just a speedster. He's a refined route runner with explosive acceleration. Watching his film from Texas and his NFL tape with the Chiefs, you see a player who can decelerate, then burst past coverage like a rocket. His speed rating is off the charts. A 4.2140 will turn heads, but what truly makes him special is his ability to accelerate from a standstill and create separation at will. On film, Worthy's detonation on deep routes is uncanny. His route tree is expanding, but his bread and butter remains his deep verticals and quick outs. His double-move routes are astonishing. He makes defenders bite on fakes and then leaves them in the dust. Watch his highlight reel. The way he explodes past first-tier corners, the way he adjusts to low throws with natural body control. His 2025 season shows an emerging consistency. 42 catches for 532 yards and a 12.7 yards per catch average tell only part of the story. Underneath the surface, his advanced metrics tell a different tale. In EPA, expected points added metrics, Worthy's efficiency on deep targets ranks among the league's top tier. His catch radius and yards after catch, YAC, ability make him an ideal fit for a scheme that emphasizes quick strikes and big plays. His RAW's relative athletic score is through the roof, making him a perfect fit for modern NFL offenses. His NFL Combine profile ranks him as one of the fastest players in league history, and every scouting report praises his ability to separate against NFL-caliber defensive backs. What scouts love most about Worthy is his next-level gear, an elite top-end speed combined with fluid hips and sharp route breaks. It's rare, folks, truly rare. And it's exactly why teams are salivating to get their hands on him. The Chiefs, for all their success, are increasingly aware that losing their deep threat could weaken their offense. But the Browns, they see a franchise-altering talent who could be the cornerstone of their new attack. Of course, question marks remain. His size at just 5'11" and 165 pounds means physical coverage can be tricky. But that's exactly why his blend of speed, quickness, and route savvy makes him a must-have. When you look at the numbers and the film, it's clear Worthy isn't just a good receiver. He's the kind of game changer that can tilt the NFL balance of power. Part 4, Trade Mechanics. All right, now let's get into the nuts and bolts. How does this trade even happen? The rumors are swirling, and the whispers hint at a multi-layered deal involving multiple draft picks, perhaps a young player or two, and cap gymnastics that would make even the most seasoned GMs sweat. First, the Cleveland Browns would likely offer a package centered around future picks, possibly a 2026 first-rounder, assuming they want to leverage their position in the draft, a mid-round pick, and perhaps a young player with upside, like a linebacker or secondary piece. But here's where it gets spicy. The Chiefs could demand a combination that includes either their second-round pick or a player of Worthy's caliber, such as a high-potential rookie or a veteran with a manageable contract. From Kansas City's perspective, they're looking at a critical roster decision. They drafted Worthy in 2024 with high hopes, but their offense is now loaded with Travis Kelce, Kadarius Toney, and other weapons. And they might be willing to part with Worthy if it nets them a draft haul that accelerates their rebuild or fills specific needs elsewhere. Cap-wise, this move would involve some creative maneuvering, likely including a restructure or a small extension for cap relief. Worthy's rookie deal is fully guaranteed at $13.79 million over 4 years, so his cap hit would be manageable in 2026, say around $3.5 million. The Browns, flush with cap space this offseason, could absorb that relatively easily, especially if they unload a veteran or restructure existing deals. The winners here? Clearly, Cleveland gets the explosive weapon they desperately need. Kansas City, depending on the draft capital they receive, could accelerate their rebuild, especially if they use those picks to shore up their OL or secondary. But the true winners, the fans, the teams, and the league. Because a trade of this magnitude would send shockwaves through the NFL, a seismic shift that redefines how teams approach building rosters. Part 5, Fit Analysis. So, how does Worthy fit into the Cleveland scheme, especially with Todd Monken now leading the offense? Monken's system is predicated on creating mismatches and exploiting defenses vertically. Modern NFL offenses thrive on big plays, spacing, and player versatility, all strengths that Worthy embodies. His speed instantly elevates the Browns' downfield threat. Opposing defenses will have to respect his speed at all times, even if he lines up in the slot or outside. His ability to stretch the field complements Donovan Peoples-Jones and David Njoku, creating defensive headaches across the board. Defenders will have to choose between bracket coverage on Njoku or double-teaming Worthy deep, which opens up lanes for other weapons or the run game. Comparison-wise, Worthy resembles players like Tyreek Hill or Jalen Waddle in terms of pure speed, but with a more refined route tree and a more versatile skill set. His projected impact? Immediate. A player who can change the complexion of every drive, every series. But let's be real, the upside is enormous. Worst case, his slight frame leads to durability concerns and he struggles with physical press coverage. But even then, Cleveland's coaching staff, with its focus on route refinement and conditioning, believes they can mitigate those issues. The potential reward far outweighs the risks. In a nutshell, he's a perfect match for Monken's offense, a true modern-day difference-maker who can make defenses pay double and triple. If the Browns pull this off, they're not just adding a receiver, they're planting a flag in the ground, signaling their intent to dominate. Part 6, Final Verdict. So, what's the final word? In my professional opinion, this trade is not just plausible, it's imminent if the league whispers are correct. Cleveland's front office knows they're at a crossroads. They have a new coaching staff, a retooled roster, and a clear vision to take their offense to the next level. If they pull the trigger, it's a move that will be remembered for decades. What to watch for? First, the draft capital exchange. Expect the Browns to offer a future first-round pick, possibly combined with a veteran player they're willing to part ways with. Watch the Chiefs' reactions. Are they willing to part with Worthy for a package that makes sense? And most importantly, keep your ears open for league whispers about internal discussions, cap moves, and the subtle signs that this deal is gaining traction. Timeline-wise, I'd say we're looking at negotiations intensifying over the next few weeks, with an announcement potentially before the official start of NFL free agency. If Cleveland makes this move, it's a declaration of intent, a statement that they're entering the 2026 season with every intention to dethrone the AFC Giants. Remember, folks, the NFL is a league of surprises. The players, the moves, the moments that define careers happen when you least expect them. And right now, the biggest story of the offseason is unfolding behind the scenes, a story that could change everything. Are you ready for the ride of a lifetime? Because this is just the beginning. The real reveal is still coming. Stay tuned, because in the NFL, the truth is always stranger and more exciting than fiction.